Hi, and welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. It's Shelley Whitehead. Thanks so much for joining us here on this Friday. Hope you're enjoying your week so far and getting ready for an awesome weekend. We'd like to thank our supporters. These are people who've stepped up and said, hey, we like what you're doing. We want to keep it going. So we'd like to thank them. We're going to start off with our premier supporters. They are the City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, Festival of the Arts, Owatonna Public Utilities, Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County, and United Way of Steele County. Thank you to them and to our primary supporters. They are Amy Swain Hearing Centers and Little Theater of Owatonna. Of course, we could not do this without our interlude supporters. They are Abraham Consulting Technologies, Bremer Bank, Brenda Bednar Mortgage Office, Glenn Meager and Tim Thomas of the Brick Meager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Brookdale Senior Living and Clare Bridge and Sterling House, Carlson Branstad and Company CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care Professionals, Clancher and Son Landscaping and Concrete, Napa Auto Service, Owatonna Business Incubator, Owatonna Foundation, Profinium Financial, R&K Electric, Snap Fitness, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Society or Housing, Steele County Transitional Housing, Third Hand Incorporated Video Productions, and TPS Insurance. Thank you to each and every one of those businesses who makes this possible, bringing this information to you about your community that's vital and even some informative stuff sometimes too. We'd love for you to be a part of this. If you want to, come on and join us, whether you're an organization or a business. Give Leanne a call at 390-5751. She'll give you the details on how you can be a part of the Owatonna Today Show team. So stick with us. We're going to be talking with Laurie Running about a Festival of Trees, Christmas in July. And then we're also going to be talking to Evelina Giobbe and talking about the Bremer Bank updates. We'll give you more information on that. Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
When using a fire extinguisher, we suggest using the pass system. Pull the pin at the top of the extinguisher that keeps the handle from being accidentally pressed. Aim the nozzle toward the base of the fire. Squeeze the handle to discharge the extinguisher. If you release the handle, the discharge will stop. Sweep the nozzle back and forth at the base of the fire. After the fire appears to be out, watch it carefully since it may reignite. If you have the slightest doubt about whether or not to fight the fire, get out and close the door behind you. This has been a safety message from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hi, my name is Dave Olson and I'm with R&K Electric, where we provide power to the people. We're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. I have in studio with me Laurie Running. What's up?
Well, what's up is the 24th Festival of Trees.
24
I
years.
know.
Wow.
And I've been with all of them.
Let's introduce yourself first.
Sure. Well, Laurie Running, Director of Advocates for Developmental Disabilities of Steele County.
Let's talk about, let's start with talking about the Advocates.
Sure.
So this is an organization that's been around for at least 24 years.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. And a bit longer.
So tell me a little bit about this organization and why it's so important to support it.
Well, it's very important to support it. It is really the only organization in Steele County that offers the programs that we offer for individuals with developmental disabilities and their families, as far as within the programs we do. Mm-hmm. Our Cool Kids on the Block, mm-hmm. which is really, and I smile, and I don't mean it because it's our most important program, but because it's the one that we reach the most people, mm-hmm. kids and adults, and it's our Cool Kids Puppets, and we go out and present disabilities to the kids, mm-hmm. and really reach out and try to help them understand that we're more alike than different. Mm-hmm. and how to treat everybody with dignity and respect. And we start out in kindergarten, we go all the way through high school. We love to, and I want to stress that, we want to go to service organizations, church organizations, any place that would like to have us come. And very exciting with the Cool Kids program is we started a couple years ago, but it's really, really taking off now, is the bullying prevention program. And we know how that is unfortunately very prevalent, and so we have started to do skits and stations as well with that. So that's really important. And also we do a lot with siblings, for the siblings that have brothers or sisters with disabilities.
Why is that important to do that?
You wouldn't really think that would be, but I personally found out years and years ago, my oldest daughter, Natalie, that has severe disabilities, that our younger kids had questions, had concerns that other kids just don't think about, because their brothers or sisters are far more typical than what my kids, were dealing with Natalie. And history shows that, you see that with these brothers or sisters. They just have a lot of concerns, a lot of issues that are going on. And we're finding out, too, that we try to do so much for the parents. We try to do so much for that individual with disabilities. But a lot of times those siblings are forgotten. They're just kind of left out there. So we offer this, it's called Sib Shop, and it's for, again, that brother or sister, and it's just been a wonderful program for them.
It sounds like kind of you're taking the a complete, well-rounded attack to this, because when a sibling understands and is reached, they're actually more supportive maybe of the special needs person in the family. They're maybe not as much resentment, and they even know how to communicate and work with them.
And that's exactly right. All of those things you've just said, that's right. The younger kids that come, you don't see that resentment so much, but it's more just, oh, I understand why mom or dad has to spend more time with that, sibling, or, right, how can I play more with that brother or sister? But when the kids get older, there is more, you do see a little bit more of that resentment and some of those kinds of issues. And so it's nice when they have other kids that they can talk to, that have the same issues going on, and go, oh, okay, so I'm not the only one feeling like that.
So this is a very important program that's been around for a while.
Yes.
And one of the ways that it's funded is an amazing celebration that happens that people love. It's called the Festival of the Trees.
That's exactly right. Our Festival of Trees is our major fundraiser. And so all the money raised from this festival, of course, stays right here, for our agency. It doesn't go anywhere else. And it funds these very, very important programs. If we didn't do this fundraiser, we just would not be having these really important programs.
And we're talking about this in July because a lot of work has to happen between now and the event.
That's exactly right.
And so tell us what you're looking for and what you're hoping for today.
Yeah, well, today we're hoping to sell our trees, find underwriters is what they're called, people that purchase the trees, corporate sponsors, and those are people that, of course, spend a little bit more money. But they still receive something. They receive a wreath or a tree as well. So they still get something to be a corporate sponsor. And our letters have already gone out, but of course you never, get letters sent to everybody. And or as we start doing our follow-up calls, we'll find out, oh, I didn't get that letter. Well, it's hard. You're sending them out the end of May, 1st of June, and who wants to be looking at a letter about a tree that's going to happen in November? So. So as a reminder, you probably did if you were a business, but it's not just businesses, and that's what we like to emphasize. Organizations can purchase a tree, plenty of individuals purchase trees, and people will go, oh, we didn't think about it as an individual or an organization. But, we're finding out that more people will purchase a tree, and maybe they do it in memory of someone, which has been awesome, because they have a sign by their tree. And then that, of course, is listed for the whole week. Or people will decide, an organization will purchase a tree. They donate the tree either back to us, and then we find a family that won't have a tree, and that's just, obviously very heartwarming to do that. Or they've decided where they would like their tree to go. An organization or even a business will buy it, and then they've picked who they want the tree to go to.
And so part of this is getting people to know about it. And the nice thing is that you don't have to decorate this tree if you don't want to.
Oh, no, and you don't decorate
Yeah.
the tree. That's exactly right. Yes. So that's the other part. Once we start selling our trees, then we have to start finding our decorators, and that definitely takes time as well. So that's why we need, again, to get, rolling early,
Right.
because, of course, we're hoping to sell quite a few trees. Last year, I believe it was 54 trees we sold. So, you need to find a lot of decorators. You need to find a lot of decorators. We don't want to be decorating them all. So as we start selling our trees, now our decorator letters will go out in August. And then, so that's another part of this. If anyone out there is listening and just goes, gee, I just, I can't purchase a tree. It's too expensive, but I would love to decorate a tree. They could certainly call us, and then I'll take their name and we will send out a decorator letter when we do that.
And then the nice thing is when the event comes, these trees are all set up. People can walk through the winter wonderland that it is. And what other events happen on that day?
Yes, and then at the opening night gala is our live and silent auction, which, lots of organizations have them. Of course, we think ours is the best, but, they're all wonderful. But ours is awesome, and the really great thing is that because it is November 21st will be the opening night gala, and I do have to say we are this year back at the Holiday Inn Hotel and Suite, so we're excited about that. And anyways, it's a great way to do your shopping right before Christmas.
Yeah.
And another thing too is, people too sometimes say, well, we really would like to help, but we can't do any of those things. A monetary donation is so appreciated, and any donation is great. No donation is too small. We appreciate any donation helps these individuals with disabilities.
So somebody wants a tree, how can they get a hold of you?
They can call us at 507-451-9769, and I will be more than happy to send them out a letter and a contract.
Great opportunity to
Yeah.
help, obviously an organization that impacts a lot of people. Thank you so much for your
Yes,
time.
thank you very much.
Well, and it is Christmas in July, so make sure you contact. And there's more information on your website as well, I'm guessing?
There is definitely more information about the Festival of Trees and anything about any of our programs.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
We will be right back. Please stay with us.
Hi, my name is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance. We're here to handle all your insurance needs. We are a very proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
I didn't just want another job, I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
I was new to town and I didn't know where to turn for a job, so I decided to express myself.
I decided to express myself, and they helped find the right career for me.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Do you know how to safely dispose of your prescription and non-prescription drugs? Not by flushing them down the toilet or putting them in the garbage. Doing so pollutes our rivers, streams, and drinking water supply. Take it to the box instead for safe, secure disposal. It's easy. Bring your unused medications in their original containers to the drop-off locations listed on the screen and drop them in the Take It to the Box drop box. Proper disposal of unwanted medications keeps them out of the hands of children and out of our environment. This is a message from the Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson with the Owatonna Business Incubator. We're here to help small businesses start and to grow. We're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome to Bremer Bank. I am Jason Iberg.
And I'm Shannon Pedersen.
Bremer is a full financial services bank.
We invite you to stop by Bremer Bank and experience the Bremer difference.
You are always welcome at Bremer.
Hello, I'm David Einhaus with the Owatonna Foundation. Thank you to all of our donors who have helped make Owatonna a better place to live. Will you join us today with a financial gift? Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. We are in the United Way offices here to talk to Evelina Giobbe. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great.
I've not been here, so it's nice to kind of be at your pad this time instead of mine.
I thought it would be nice to have you visit,
Yeah.
see our space. We're very grateful to have such a
beautiful
lovely space that we can afford downtown.
Yeah, it is. Well, and I love that it's downtown just because the foot traffic, people can stop by, and it is pretty central. So if people, it's easy to find too.
Right, and it gives me an opportunity and all of my staff to, you know, as we go through our day, to support downtown business.
Well, Costa's is right next door. I'm thinking lunch. We should go to lunch when we're done.
Coffee.
Yeah.
And the dry cleaners.
Yeah, it's really great. Yeah. Good. Well, we're here today because tis United Way season. Things are starting to gear up. We just spoke to Laurie Running about Advocates for Developmental Disabilities, talking about their tree and how they're going to be sending out their letters. So there's going to be a lot of stuff happening.
Yes, there is.
But what I wanted to talk to you today is about is how when we went through that community project, are we going to see some changes in the way people are approaching some of these events?
I think we're seeing a lot of change already. Going through the community assessment has allowed us to build new and stronger partnerships so that we can work together to address issues. As you know, United Way has a very ambitious goal. Over the next 5 years, we will reduce the number of people living in poverty in Steele County. We will increase the number of people who are prepared to go to work and beginning to look at what those obstacles are and how we can address them. And we will reduce the level of obesity in our community. And that kind of community changing agenda takes everybody working together. And so a good example is one of our goals is to increase early childhood literacy. We know in some parts of the country only 50% of children going to kindergarten can read or are ready to read, and that impacts their ability to be ready to learn. So through our partnership with Rotaries and the library, we have, and the big fundraising event that our women's leadership team had, we will be launching the Dolly Parton Imagination Library in our community this fall. That means every child from birth to age 5 will receive a free book every month.
Wow.
And that will that has shown to increase the number of children who are ready to read and ready to learn or reading already. So we're building partnerships around that. You know.
Now, how do people get involved in that program? Do they have to sign up for it?
They do, and so we'll be working with the hospital and the clinic and with the daycares, the library where every child on the planet is. We'll be kicking off the event shortly in a few weeks. We'll be announcing that, and parents can sign their children up immediately. So the idea is to bring together people who are concerned about literacy to have a target. You know, how are we going to increase our early childhood literacy every year, and then move towards it. So that's one thing. We're beginning to look at one of our goals is to reduce obesity, and so we've started to bring people together, including public health, to look at how we can create a farm-to-consumer model that would benefit people who are on WIC and on food stamps. And so what would that alternative farmers market look like? Or would it be a CSA? Or So we're bringing people together in the community who have that kind of experience, along with some local farmers, to take a look at how we can get fresh vegetables to people who are on WIC or food stamps, because right now they can't use that at a traditional farmer's market.
And oftentimes those are, they even taste better. So if you have maybe people who are not so great about having fruits and vegetables, to get them from a farmer's market would possibly change their mind.
Well, what we've seen is that in cities around the country where people can use WIC and EBT cards, SNAP cards, they are buying more vegetables for themselves and their families. So how do we make that happen here? Tanya, who's taking the lead on our implementation plan, is working with the community center here in town, that group, and she's leading a committee called the Accessibility Committee. And so how do we make the wonderful programs that will be available at the community center available to lower income people who perhaps can't afford the membership? How do we make sure that these there are exercise and swimming classes, swim time that's culturally sensitive for Muslim women in our community? Who do we work with to make sure that anybody who wants to go can manage the transportation? We don't have a lot of transportation options. So Tanya's working on that piece and, you know, trying to move us forward. So here, we're not quite at the end of the year in our implementation plan, and we've already started working on the early childhood literacy. We've already brought people together to find solutions to ensuring that poor people have access to fresh fruits and vegetables. And we were happily invited to join with the Community Center initiative because they are also concerned about everybody having access to exercise opportunities. So the word is really spreading. People are calling us. They're inviting us to committees. They're joining our committees. But it's not about meeting. It's about doing.
Yeah.
And so that's really exciting.
It's been interesting to me because I know United Way has always been a very community-oriented organization, but because of this foundation grant, you've actually reached out into more of the community, and more people are getting involved who maybe didn't think they needed to, or maybe there wasn't a need for them because they're taken care of. But it's been amazing to see how you're not even really started the true implementation, and you're already making changes to make sure that every part of the community is serviced and reached.
Absolutely. And we have a strong commitment to working class community members. They're the ones who never qualify for help, but are also, face barriers to good health and, to getting the kind of job preparedness that their children need. So again, working very closely with the schools here in town to make sure that kids are on the right track. How do we help to support the good work that our school district is doing? What role can we play beyond the early literacy piece? So these partnerships are growing, and you will see that in our campaign. On Thursday, we're kicking off our campaign. We have put together quite an interesting team to partner with this year. I think it's a little different and a lot exciting.
Good.
So
I'm excited to see that. So people start watching for that, be a part of it when you can in so many different ways. And I love these updates because it keeps us informed with all the great things. But thank you so much for your time, for inviting us to your little place of business, so to speak.
Thank you for visiting
Anytime. We'll be right back. Please stay with us.
Hi, Warren Abraham, Abraham Consulting Technologies, your one-stop technology shop. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress.
Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you.
Owatonna Public Utilities.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. I want to give you a quick look at some of the community service announcements. The Festival of Arts is this weekend. The Central Park will come alive with the arts tomorrow and on Sunday. Artist booths will line the walks. There will be watercolors, pottery, photographs, jewelry, so much. The bandstand lineup is Shine with David Williams on Saturday. There will be an awards program as well. There's going to be Mar Lennon as well as Paul Imholt, Tree Party, also free creative activities, so much stuff. You have to go check out the arts in the park. Joan Herzog is the featured artist with a display of her paintings in the Wells Fargo Bank. And the arts community, Little Theater of Owatonna, Owatonna Arts Center, Music Guild of Owatonna, and the Music Boosters is honored to present the Community Arts Award to Jerry and Helen Shore. They have creatively engineered numerous projects that have enhanced programs at the Owatonna Arts Center, Little Theater of Owatonna, and the 150th celebration of Owatonna. The pancake breakfast at the VFW starts Sunday, July 27th. So much going on. Make sure you get out there and enjoy the beauty that is in the Owatonna area. The Steele County Humane Society will be having an Adopt a Highway cleanup day on Saturday, July 27th, rain or shine. They really do need a lot of people to help with this event, so put it on your calendar and RSVP as soon as possible. They're going to meet at 9 a.m. at the Chamber of Commerce and the meeting room, which is the back of the building downstairs. And there will be a short video to watch, then they'll go to work. Appropriate attire would be heavy shoes, boots, gloves, long pants, hats, sunglasses. If it's raining, raincoats. Make sure you have sunscreen, all sorts of great stuff. And there's safety vests and garbage bags available. And the bus will be used to transport folk to and from the work area. So check out, call them as soon as possible if you can. And it'll be a great opportunity to help out the Steele County Humane Society. Thanks so much for joining us here this week. Glad to be back. We'll see you next week when we'll be talking with Tom Kuntz and get an update for the city of Owatonna. We'll see you then.